Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of Director's Chat. Today we're playing the Civil War of the Russo brothers, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the next episode of Director's Chat, where we talk about directors. Today we're talking about the Russo brothers. Now before I do that, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Really help the algorithm. So let's get into it. So the Russo brothers are a duo. Um, the directors, producers, screenwriters, direct most of their work together. Um, so yeah, so let's go through the movies they've done. So in 1997 they did Pieces. This was a movie that I don't know anything about it. I just saw it on IMDb. I don't know what the movie is about. I don't know who the actors are, because I don't know. Maybe IMDb has. I don't know. I looked. This was their first movie. I don't know who's in this movie. Um. So yeah. Yeah. Well, I know this was the first movie they did. So yeah, that's pretty much. I don't know much about it. The cast is Harry Edelman, Jonathan Rhea, Steve Schindler, Joe Russo, and Wendy James. I don't know what this movie is about, so yes, pieces. Then in 2002 we had Welcome to Collinwood. This was a caper comedy film. Um, and it stars William H Macy, Isaiah Washington, Sam Rockwell, Michael Jester in his last movie during his lifetime. Luz Guzman, Patricia Clarkson, Andrew Foley, George Clooney, Jennifer Esposito, and Gabrielle Union. And it's a remake of the Oscar-nominated 1950 Italian film Big Deal on Madonna Street. And yeah, it made 4.6 million on an $8 to $12 million budget. I think this is probably their first major film. So yeah, this one's okay. It's not my favorite Russo brothers movie, but yeah. So in 2006 we had You, Me, and Dupree, and this was a comedy film starring Owen Wilson, Kay Hudson, Matt Dillon, Seth Rogen, Amanda Detmer, and Michael Douglas, and it made 130.4 million at $54 million budget. And this movie's okay. It's not really my favorites, but um yeah. So You, Me, and Dupree. So yeah So yeah, that then in 2014 we had Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Now this was their first MCU film they did. This was a superhero film, and it was a sequel to Captain America: The First Avenger. It was the ninth film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this starred Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Kobe Smulders, Frank Grillo, Emily Van Camp, Haley Atwell, Toby Jones, Jenny Agutter, Robert Redford, and Samuel Jackson. It made 714.4 million, $177 million budget. It received positive reviews, making it the seventh highest grossing film 2014. And this is probably my second favorite MC movie after Infinity War. I just love this movie. I love the action. For the cast is good. I like how this one has a serious tone compared to the other MC movies. So that's when I sold it. Then in 2016 we have Captain America: Civil War. This was superhero film. It is a sequel to Captain America: The First Avenger and Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and the 13th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is based on the Civil War storyline, and it stars Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Don Cheadle, Jeremy Renner, Chadwick Boseman, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Rudd, Emily Van Camp, Marissa Tomei, Tom Holland, Frank Grillo, Martin Freeman, William Hurt, and Daniel Brawl. It won $1.153 $250 million budget, and yeah. Um, The film was a commercial success, grossing 1.1 billion, becoming the highest grossing from 2016. I received positive reviews with praise for the performances, particularly Evans and Downey, action sequences, and themes. A fourth film, Captain America: New World Order, is set for May 2024. That won't be directed by the Russo brothers, and we also had continuation. Working with Soldier following Mackey's Sam Wilson as Captain America. I don't like this movie. It's not as good as Winter Soldier, but this one is okay. I really enjoy this one. It's not as good as Winter Soldier, but yeah. The 2018 we had Avengers Infinity War. Now this was superhero film. The sequel to The Avengers Age of Ultron, the 19th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that starred Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth, Benedict Cumberbatch, Don Cheadle, Tom Holland, Chad Bowles, and Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Danny Guerrero, Letitia Wright, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Josh Brolin, and Chris Pratt. It made $2.052 billion on a $325-400 million budget. The film received praise for Brolin's performance, visual effects, musical score, cinematography, action sequences, and emotional way. The some criticism was aimed at the film's reliance on previous MCU installments. The film was the fourth film and the first superhero film to gross over $2 billion, breaking numerous records and becoming the highest grossing film of 2018, and the fourth highest grossing for all time worldwide. And yeah, this one's really good. This is probably my second favorite Avengers movie after the first one. So yeah, Infinity War. I really love this movie. I like how this one's more emotional, more serious. Yeah, then 2019 we had Avengers Endgame, and this was superhero film, direct sequel to Avengers Infinity War, the 22nd film in Marvel Cinematic Universe, and this starred Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Jen Miranda, Don Cheadle, Paul Rudd, Brie Larson, Karen Gillan, Danny Guerrero, Benedict Wong, Jon Favreau, Bradley Cooper, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Josh Brolin. Made $2.799 billion and a $356-400 million budget. The film received praise for its direction, action, musical score, action sequences, visual effects, emotional weight, with critics lauding its culmination of the 22-film story. The film grossed $200.798 billion worldwide, surpassing Infinity War's entire run just 11 days, and breaking numerous box office records, including current highest gross of all time from July 2019 to March 2021. Yeah, so it's currently second behind Avatar. It's currently the sixth highest for all time. There will be two more films. They won't be directed by the Russo brothers. We have Khan Dynasty, directed by Desmond Cretton, and then we will get Secret Wars, which I don't know. As of right now, we don't know who's directing it. So, yeah, so, yes. And, yeah, so that's Avengers Endgame. Yeah, 2021, we had Cherry. This was a crime film that starred Tom Holland, Sia Bravo, Jack Rayner, and Jeff Weinberg, and this was on Apple TV. Some received mixed reviews who praised Holland's performance and Bravo's performances, but criticized direction, tone, and consistent screenplay. And I saw this once on Apple TV. I've not seen it since then, so it's an okay movie. Then in 2022, we had The Gray Man, and this was an action thriller, and it starred Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Jessica Henwick, Regine Page, Wagner Moura, Julia Butters, Danish, Alfred Woodard, and Billy Bob Thornton. So $454,000 or $200 million budget. Firstly, mixed reviews with praise for the ensemble cast acting sequences, but goes towards a cliche script and break, making pacing. And yeah, this one was okay. I did a review on it. So yeah, so it will be followed by a sequel, as well as a spin-off. And then finally in 2024, we're going to have The Electric State. There's a science fiction adventure film. So it's Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Kay Kwan, Stanley Tucci, Jason Alexander, Brian Cox, Jenny Slate, Giancarlo Esposito, Anthony Mackie, Bill Thornton. It will be coming out 2024. And yeah, there's a science fiction film. And yeah, I'm looking forward. This will be coming out on Netflix. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Russo brothers. That's pretty much what I have to say. This is the Civil War of the Russo brothers, guys. So much for my video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.